Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Darius and welcome to the unboxing of Darius Cozmic collection. I know this box looks like it's from Japan due to the writings down here, but in reality this is done by Strictly Limited, as these two seals testify. And as typical of Strictly Limited editions, there is a postcard that comes with it. Back to the box that I won't deny it, I was quite surprised when I first saw it. So we already seen the front cover, if you really wanna call it that. On the sides we have all the title logos. Top nothing. We have already seen the bottom and the back that have really nothing. And unfortunately, to open this edition I'll have to cut open these seals if I can't peel them without damaging the outer cardboard. Let's see what I can do. Before continuing, I should point out that this is the Switch version of the game. There is also a PS4 version if you want it. Let's see what's inside this box. And, well, there is a box proper. And below that, some arcade stuff. And an artbook. Let's take a look at the box within a box that on the front cover has, of course, the title of the collection along slices representing the 6 games included. Title of the game. Title of the game. There is something completely loose inside. Nothing. And let's carefully do this. So on the back we have the huge battleships fast approaching, or at least line art of them. Technical details. And because another usual feature of Strictly Limited editions, there is an inner box, and yeah, this is magnetically latched. So once again, let's turn this on the back and the line art of the bosses continue. Let's go inside the box and okay, one pin from Sagaya came loose, while the other two are fine. Okay, plexiglass panels, 6 of them, one for each game. On the inside we have, well, all the games in this collection, I'd say, not just the 6 on the front cover. So, soundtrack, yes, one of the things. The Zuntata arranged soundtrack. Game, yeah, this is the game, arcade version and console version. Let's start with the 2 games. I have the console on the left and the arcade on the right. Let's start with the console version. Front cover, 3 slashes of games, and on the back what's inside, followed by the technical details and the number of this limited edition. Inside there is just the Switch cartridge and a reverse cover of the games. Arcade version. Same thing, just with different artwork. Same thing on the back with just less games. And, well, I have mismatched numbers in between these two games. But anyway, inside it's just the same thing as the console version, just with different artwork. These are the two soundtracks included in this limited edition called Omnibus Generations, which I think is the Zuntata arrangement, and the Omnibus Second Union, which I don't really know who did it. Maybe it's still Zuntata. But let's go with the first one that down here in the corner I notice now is dated 1997. And on the back, just 10 tracks and an indication from which game they are from. A rather subdued disc, and on the opposite side, if it wants to come out, yeah, a booklet. Let's move on to the second soundtrack, dated 2019. And on the back, still 10 tracks. And also the original track from which these have been remixed. Still a subdued disc, although with a much more forceful cover. And behind that, a collection of screenshots from the games. Another booklet that doesn't really want to come out. All right. A much more complex presentation for this one, with also portraits from the various artists, and also much shorter. There are 3 pins, one for Darius, one for Sagaya, and one for the Cozmic collection. Nothing much to say about them. They have been molded quite nicely, and if you like pins, I think you will like this too. The 6 plexiglass tiles are in fact quite nice. They are very well printed with vibrant color and excellent rendition of details. My only question is which way is the best to hang them. I really like them. It would be a waste to keep them in a box. Let's take a look at the extras included in the outer cardboard box, starting with a series of stickers and arcade cards. The biggest item is the marquee that will go on top of the case explaining how to play the game. Then we have two stickers, in fact, detailing the other mechanics of the game. And lastly, there are 4 stickers with 4 logos: Darius, Darius 2, Darius Gaiden and Sagaya. And of course, I've kept the art book for last. I see that the front cover says this is the international version of the Darius Odyssey Cozmic Archives, so I guess that there is a Japanese version with different content, but I'm not quite sure. If I'm not mistaken, there is a Japanese edition of this collection, but I've never got it. It was quite expensive. That was my real excuse. It's probably bound, so it automatically wins a lot of points in my book. And despite this being the international version, there are a lot of Japanese writings in this. Let's start off with the details of the cabinet. Nice production shots of the cabinet, Japanese and English translation. I'm already liking this art book a lot. Hopefully I won't have to rotate this art book a lot, but as I'm saying this, I'm already doing that. Oh, nice. I wonder how could they keep these Super Famicom boxes this well after all those years. Interview in Japanese and in English. Excellent. Nice. Studies of the audio system. I didn't know there was a comic for Darius. A lot of study material, which development material, not really study material, which is always nice, especially if you can understand what's written. This is not much of an art book, but rather an explanation of the games, so it's, I'd say, even better. A lot of interviews. Storyboard for the locations. we're approaching the end as we are taking a look at Darius Alpha. Oh well, of course, there is a section for Zuntata. I'm quite happy not having bought these in its Japanese version. I have a full art book that I can fully understand now. Do I like this edition of Darius Cozmic collection by Strictly Limited? Do I really need to answer that question? Because everything in here oozes quality and passion for the subject. I can't quite pick out something that it's badly done, and I also have troubles pointing out what's the best thing in this collection. Is it the artbook, the plexiglass tiles, the games themselves? I don't know, everything is at the same level of quality, and the quality standard here is pretty high. Even if you are not a fan of Darius, just like me, this edition is very well worth its price. And be warned, if Strictly Limited still has some of these left, the price is quite high. But again, you will not be disappointed by this one. Will a first hour play of this collection be next? I don't really know, because I'll need to figure out how to structure that video. But anyway, I hope you have enjoyed this unboxing and you'll stick around for more. Darius, over and out!